The U.S. Department of Labor reports a record 3.3 million initial jobless claims were filed last week.
With job loss and layoffs, more Northeast Ohioans are turning to food banks to fill in the gaps.
Yeah, the need has never been higher for thousands of families all throughout Northeast Ohio.
Because as great as the need is right now, we can only imagine what it's going to be in 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, when people are out of work even longer.
Your Akron-Canton Regional Food Bank, like many food banks across the country, saw a dramatic increase in need last year due to COVID-19. Many families who had never needed to ask for help before were waiting in long food lines to help feed their families.
There were long lines today as a record number of people flocked to another local food bank.
One area food bank expecting record numbers for food distribution this afternoon.
Many people having to come to the food bank for the very first time.
They worked through the rain and the hail to distribute boxes of food, bread, and produce.
More than half of those families had never used the food bank before.
But the food bank remained diligent in its efforts to provide nourishing food for all who sought help. A year like no other. It saw record-breaking distribution numbers, helping provide access to enough food for 27.4 million meals. A volume of food not planned or expected for another 5 years.
During the pandemic, so many people lost their businesses, so many people lost their jobs, so many people experienced isolation and a lot of desperate circumstances. We knew that it was our time to step up and to take this mission to a whole new level.
It's not easy out here. Even before COVID-19, it wasn't easy. And so many people slip through the cracks, you know. You think they're doing okay, and they're not doing okay.
So many of the food bank's partner agencies had to shut down or seriously limit their food distributions because of concerns with their volunteers and other social distancing practices that need to be put in place. We lost about 50 of our charities early on in the pandemic. And so we quickly put together a parking lot food distribution model that provided safe social distancing. And our primary product that we used was food boxes. And we quickly assembled a box production line that was able to churn out considerable volume of boxes. And we built tens of thousands of food boxes over the course of the last year in our warehouse. And we distributed them on our parking lot and on parking lots around the region. We went in 2 weeks from having no food box production and no food delivery programs to having a complete delivery and production program with the capacity to do over 1,000 food deliveries across the region in 1 year. It really was a heroic effort between the food bank, our staff, and the Ohio National Guard. The work of the Akron-Canton Regional Food Bank every day is to make sure that no one in this community goes without food, that no one goes hungry, and that food insecurity can be alleviated by our collective efforts. And so that's always been our mission. In a time of unprecedented division, in a time of a lot of job loss, a lot of fear, a lot of insecurity, I believe that in all of us, we're seeking ways that we can have meaning and purpose in life. And I think that 2020 and this pandemic has probably been the most challenging era in most of our lives.
And the food bank, what it means to our family is that it helps us feed not only ourselves, but when our grandkids come over.
Being a single mom, having 3 children, it is difficult. And so the food bank means that we are able to have food on the table and we're able to have the snacks that she asks for.
It helps the community and it helps people, get what they need to feed their families.
It means a lot, It means the difference between whether you're going to get your medicine or you're going to eat.
I'm just thankful that the food bank's here and willing to help people.
I want to say thank you a lot. They're helpful, very much.